Yo, 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 thank you for tuning in to another episode of Vic Talk. This might be, we'll call this Whiskey Wednesday, even though it's not on a Wednesday. But anyway, I seen this and I wanted to try this out. It's a Mercer and Prince, a Mercer and Prince, however you pronounce it. Pretty much, this is ASAP Rocky's whiskey. So I'm always in it. I'm always interested in trying it. It's a blended Canadian whiskey. Uh, I haven't had a Canadian whiskey in forever, so we'll see. I'm usually a Scotch person. I prefer um, either the Islay regions, which is that peat, that smokiness, or the Highland areas. But I mean, whiskey's whiskey. We're gonna get into it though. But what I did notice is that it has these little. It's got some tape. So I thought the bottle was pretty cool. It's a nice tall square, and I was wondering what these were at first. But then I think they're actually. So this is like a little cool little cap, but it could also be used as a cup if you wanted to. But that's like kind of like a. It's a nice glass. Normally my glasses are like this, a little bit thicker. You should see the ice cubes in there. But this can suffice as a nice little cup. So this would be good, like if you, especially if you had a barbecue or something, you want to bring this along, you got a cup. And I think this bottom is also a cup as well. The price point of this is like 26 bucks, which I would say is definitely reasonable for a whiskey. I'm trying to get this plastic piece off. They put these plastic pieces on there pretty thoroughly. I guess they don't want them falling off and shipping. There we go. I think there we go. Man, they put all right. So yeah, definitely these are secure on there, as you can see. I don't want to break it off because I think these are plastic and not glass. So the bottle's glass, but these cups are plastic. I actually wouldn't have mind if I guess two cups are cool. Two cups is cool. This is a nice little something you bring it to somebody's house for a party that you already got the cups attached to it. All right, there we go. So maybe get a knife. If you get one of these, get a knife because it's gonna take you a while to get these off, as you can see. Yeah, so these are nice little cups. I like it, and then the design is beautiful. See how it stands up on its own. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you know what? We're gonna go ahead and use one of these cups. I'm gonna put my my rocks glass that I had in here, and it fits a nice little square. So I think that's actually a cool design. It is plastic though. I like to drink out of glass because I'm fancy. And then we have more plastic up here. What's all this plastic? Yeah, you gotta bring a knife next time. Alrighty. Man, this is gonna be a long video, just me opening this up. But I did want to open it up from start. I don't want to have it already opened and already had it sipped on and then give my reviews. So we'll get the raw. And it also says influenced by Japanese Mizunara oak. Influenced by. So now I got a question. How is it influenced by this style of oak? Was it aged in this oak or influenced by it? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some research on it. Like, what do you mean by influenced? Okay, so it's matured in an American white oak barrel, but influenced by the Japanese Mizunara oak. Mercer Prince is a genre blending Canadian whiskey. Okay. Okay, so a white oak barrel, that's similar to how bourbons are with that, white oak barrel. So we'll give ourselves a nice little pour over some ice. Smells like a whiskey. It doesn't smell too strong though. Like some whiskey, those vapors kind of jump out, but it doesn't really have that. Also, what I like to do sometimes, just to get the notes, much like you would a cologne, you can rub it on your skin. breathe it in. Yeah, so now it's more giving me that alcohol-y smell to it. Sometimes with whiskey, if you rub it on your hands, you can smell like wood. And that's usually what I like to smell. It smells like a nice wood, whatever barrel is aged in. A lot of scotches will do that. More your heavier, darker bourbons will definitely do that. All right, we're going to give this a little sip. Okay, so it has a sweetness to it. It starts off a little smoky, but it ends sweet. I think this is tastes similar to like a cognac. I'm really not a big fan of cognac because of the sweetness, but it yeah, it starts off smoky, which I like. I like the smokiness. Yeah, it starts smoky, then it gets sweet. It so this for the people that like Hennessy or any other cognacs, I think this will be a good transition to get a cognac person into whiskey. Um or vice versa, if you're a whiskey person, you want to go to cognacs, this would be a nice transition. Uh I'm not tasting the woodness in it, but it definitely tastes like a smokier whiskey with a little hint of sweetness at the end. But it's very smooth though. I only have one ice cube in there. I'm gonna try a little bit of it just straight, just to see if it burns or anything. But yeah, it doesn't burn. It doesn't. It's really a easy sip. It's not really strong, like other whiskeys I've had. Yeah, it's shockingly smooth. There's no bite at all. It says 40% on here. It is an 80 proof, but I would have thought that this. I don't want to say watered down, but I would have. If I were just to sip this, I would assume that maybe it had to be mixed with something because there's not that whiskey bite. There's none of that whiskey burn, which is a good thing. It's scarily good, but yeah, it's really yeah. So I would say it starts off smoky, very smooth, not really much on the nose. I mean, if you try to go by smell, it smells like a cheap whiskey, but it's surprisingly smooth. It doesn't taste like a cheap whiskey. So definitely cool. This is definitely something that I'll definitely buy and bring to some people. Maybe a good talking piece. It will not be in my top five whiskeys. My top five is took a lot of work to build my top five. But anyway, this is definitely good. Definitely a talking piece. And I love the cups that come with it. You know, plastic cups, plastic rock glasses. You know, I mean, but for $20 or $26, you can't really expect much from it. I would. I actually wouldn't have. I wouldn't mind paying a good maybe 35, and it comes with maybe one glass cup. It could be a simple design like this, but just one simple glass cup, I think would be. I wouldn't mind paying extra for that. But I guess after a while, you'll have a bunch of these cups if you just buy that brand of whiskey. But I think a nice glass cup would be better. Nothing wrong with the plastic, but that's just my 2 cents. Something like this. Maybe not this fancy, but this came in a Christmas pack actually. But anyway, so yeah, that's my final thoughts on this. Yeah, I actually like it. So stay tuned for we'll probably have a whiskey every other Wednesday or something. Maybe once a month we'll do a whiskey Wednesday. Yeah, now when you put it on ice, it's actually really chill and smooth. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, definitely. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.